not y'all in my business. But okay, let's get into how I went from being in an 8-year relationship with a man to now being engaged to a woman. So my ex and I broke up in December of 2020. I'm not gonna get into why we broke up because number one, we really just grew apart. Number two, I don't like talking about people who are not here to defend themselves. Right when we split, I reconnected with a guy that I knew from like middle school and high school. You know how they say that every girl has a guy that's just waiting for you to F up? Yeah. It was pretty obvious that we had a romantic interest in each other, but we really were just focusing on like rekindling our friendship. And he was also just very busy all the time. Like, I don't know when this man even found time to sleep. And again, I was fresh out of an 8-year relationship. He was a really good guy, but he wasn't my person, obviously. But I really feel like his purpose in my life was to set my standard for what I would and wouldn't accept going forward. Because whenever I would have conversations with him about things that would concern me, he was always very validating. He was always like very much, yes, I understand. I'm sorry. Going forward, I'll do this differently. Ultimately, his busy schedule did result in us deciding not to pursue each other in a romantic way because I wound up just feeling really rejected all the time when he didn't have time to like text me back or anything. We both agreed that I deserved better than that. But dealing with him did show me that I can have everything I want in one person. I can have somebody who's attractive and ambitious and has their stuff together and is emotionally mature, and I don't have to settle for one or the other. Then I very briefly talked to a guy who was kind of sort of a public figure. I wouldn't say he was a celebrity, but he was like celebrity adjacent. And he spent a lot of time between Charlotte and Los Angeles. And girl, he slid in my DM and was immediately on that let me fly you out shit. And I personally just was not with it. No shade to anybody who is, but I'm not a person who likes to be flown out, especially at that point in my life. Because hear me out, I was doing decent financially, like my bills were paid, but I was not in a place that where if I had to book like a last minute hotel room or a last minute flight because this dude decided to have a temper tantrum because I didn't give him no cookie, I was not gonna be able to do that. So I was not willing to put myself in a position where I could even possibly have to do that and not have the money to
Good
make
for
sure
you,
I got
girl.
home and was safe. So I was like, nah, but you know, next time you're in Charlotte, let me know and you can take me out or something. And like, I could get if maybe he didn't want to be seen like out in public with a potential love interest. Again, he wasn't really famous, but like if the Shade Room was having a slow day, they might have posted him out with somebody. But like, I don't care, baby. You gonna have to figure out something, get creative, because I'm not doing no smash and dash. Girl, once that man saw he was gonna have to put in some effort, his communication became real finicky. The situation came to a head when he was finally in Charlotte, and with no warning or nothing, he literally hit me up with the I'm in your city tag. I was like, oh no, this man does not respect me at all. But luckily I was in Atlanta visiting a friend, and that's exactly what I told him, and he had an attitude. And then he's gonna try to flex talking about, I guess I'm just gonna have to come to Atlanta and see you. I already knew he was bluffing, so I called his bluff, and then after that I blocked him. And then after that I started dealing with a TikToker. Go to part 2.
Wow. Well, look, red sign, fly you out right away. I mean, what does that mean? We already know what that means. I would say that, yeah, stay far away and, you know, choose your choose your relationships wisely. But I don't know. What's up with the girl? Now she's dating a girl. How come, you know, I need part 2. Tell me what you think. What's your opinion on this? Leave your comments below.